Hello everyone. Now let's see week 2 first session. We going to talk about the fundamental of machine learning. First, before going to the more depth about this machine learning, fundamental of machine learning, I'm just giving to review to what is the exactly machine learning things. What is the meaning of machine learning? And we can see that its name itself, machine learning, means machine are trying to learn what they are going to do. They are going to do automatically. That is, the automations is coming. So that is the machine learning. So we're going to talk about the fundamentals of the machine learning in this session. So again, I'm going to recommend you guys, please visit that, complete this prerequisite for KMOOC machine learning course. That is the Professor Song Hyun Ho Machine Learning KMOOC website. You can visit and find out the more depth knowledge about the real what is the exactly machine learning. As I also mentioned that I am going to just give the overview and fundamentals, going to talk about the fundamentals of the machine learning, not going to the very depth of the machine learning things. And that during the depth time, I am going to be use depth machine learning mechanism models for to analyzing to the diseases and those things in our upcoming slides. And there is another same book we have following, continuing in this session also, this class also, this week. So let's start. This means prologue of our this week is this class will examine the basic of machine learning, overview of the machine learning, what is the role of data in machine learning, what is the relationship between machine learning, data mining and artificial intelligence, and also we discuss about two machine learning types and some applications of the machine learning course, machine learning methods or models. Learning of this objective of this class and about this machine learning is a discipline in which algorithms are applied to help mine knowledge out of the large pools of existing information, where it is the science that gives the power to computer to perform without being openly programmed. So it is defined by the ability to choose effective features for the pattern recognition, classification, prediction based on the models derived from the existing data. So in this class we have to, like, student will be, you guys going to be explore about two basics and overview of machine learning and what the basic algorithms of this machine learning, like in above we talk about to classification, prediction and those things. So, and this course will gonna be applications also. We're going to learn to what type of applications gonna be possible to happen in this machine learning. So keywords are this session, this week we have to machine learning, classification, pattern recognition, supervised, unsupervised learning, those are things. So let's start. First we're going to talk about the introduction of machine learning, and then we discuss to what is role of data in machine learning, and also we give just basic overview about the big data, finding the relationship between data mining, machine learning and AI, and application of the machine learning and type of machine learning things. So let's see introduction of machine learning. Machine learning is an algorithm are applied to help knowledge out of large pools of existing information. So here comes to like algorithms. Algorithms is not the thing about to is only for technical people. That algorithm is the defining the process, how to use, how to apply, defining the methods, how to use the method to apply in the system. That is the algorithm. So algorithms are applied to help the knowledge out of large pool of existing information. So as we last class we talked about to the MIS, management medical information system, where we get it the lot of medical data, we using those data to make those data as meaningful or informationable, or make that some knowledge, get that some knowledge to use to machine will be using those information and getting knowledge and make some decisions. That is the machine learning. So machine learning is the science gives power to computer to perform without being openly programmed. So it is defined by the ability to choose the effective features for the pattern recognitions, classification, predictions based on the models derived from the existing data. So what this means? Pattern recognition. So pattern recognition, you can see anything is going to same way, parallelly is going to same thing is going on, and somewhere like now here is a pattern change. For example, that you can see my hand is moving left to right, right? So it's going parallelly, but somewhere here I just change. I is going to up and down. So in this location, has the pattern has changed till from this positions to till this position, pattern was the same, is coming to going to left to right, but in this location they have changed the pattern up to down. So that is the pattern recognition. Those things system and machine going to be learned to know that what is the pattern is going on, what is the, like if I ask that moving, machine is moving from, like my hand is, which way my hand is moving. So machine tell to people, tell to us that your hand is moving from left to right and up to down. So why they are changing? They're mentioning that their pattern is finding the pattern left to right and then up to down things. So that is asking about to machine gonna be tell us. So there is one of the scientists in Arthur L. Samuel in 1959. He already explained the machine learning. He giving the definition: the machine learning is the ability to computers to learn to function in ways that they were not specifically programmed to do. So he mentioned that machine learning, the computers to learn to the function, computers to learn to function in ways, in a different ways. They can be learned some different functions to, and where we not need to do some specific programmed. We don't require to change, give some programming languages and those things. So to do. So the machine learning is one of the most exciting technologies one could come by as the apparent from its name. Machine learning is offered to computer the ability to learn, meaning it can become a more like a human. It being variously used today, perhaps in many more ways than one would expect. So that means he defined that computer, the ability to learn, that means meaning it become a more like a human, like us. What does this mean? Like us means we are trying to develop a machine to feel just make a decision like us, based on what? Based on our existing data. So let's give the simple example. If you go to if you are going to buy some smartphone, right, some new smartphone, what you did, before you making your decision, I need your new phone. Why you are making this decision? Based on because your phone is not working, is happening in your process, in your mind. This all is stored that what company is better giving the phone and those things. Similar as things, let's another example related with the medical healthcare. So on. When you have a coughing, when your nose is blocked, then why you assume this is the catch a cold? Because this is the symptoms we have seen from previously, from childhood to till now. We learn from our elders, from doctors, to if you have this type of symptom, that means that is the catch a cold, right? So that is happening based on our previous experience, that previously someone tell us those information we store in our mind and then we make the decisions. Similar, machine is doing to machine ability to learn the meaning based on we train the machine, we giving the data how to how to find the catch a cold, how to things like if people take imaging data, if that imaging data is showing that there is the blocking something in showing something in a headache in the red things in here, so it's gonna be possible to having some catch a cold problems, has guys. So that the way the machine can be learned and make the decisions things. So let's see what is the data, what the role of data in the machine learning. So there is a lot of help and data is required in the machine learning. Data means, what this means, data is everything, any fact, anything, whatever, like now currently I'm speaking, whatever you're listening, these are data comes from my to you getting those information, right? Those making the data. So data gathering, where we can get the data, web page, email, internet of things, sensors, text file, anywhere, whatever we are seeing, we getting the data from the different resources, different things. So we collect those data, and those data are just collecting, and we put data serves the input needed for the machine learning algorithms to generate the insights. So what this means, like we already gather the data in the machine, we give them those data, we provide those data regarding to some our applications, what type of applications we are looking for the machine going to make the decisions. So according to that, we have decided to, okay, this data are going to be work on this field, this data is going to be work on that particular field. So we have decided the data role of data we are giving information or inputting data in the machines, and then machine needed to input needed to the machine learning algorithm to generate the insights, to make the meaning of what data we are inputted. They are making to informations about those data, generate the insights. And then we have to data uncertainty. Data uncertainty means we have data generation, data collection, process, reliable data, transmission bandwidth, measurement errors, decision errors, contribute to the uncertainty in the data finding, because we had just gathered the data, we are providing the data, but our data has some different style, different things. So they have to make those all cleaning data things, generating finding the uncertainty between the data, and then data uncertainty will be giving the all is mentioning that unreliable data, transmission bandwidth, measurement errors, like some data has a different lot of data has not similarity, the data differences has happening. So they have providing to the errors, making some decision errors that contribute to be uncertainty in the data. And then we have data process. Data process is the pre-processed and used for the extracting information and knowledge for this data process things. So this is about data in the machine learning. Second, we have two types of data we have required. So several types of data we using. So data, information and knowledge. What the difference about data? For example, what real data meaning is A to B, A to Z is the alphabet, right? Those alphabet if you someone given to you, okay, take it A to Z and ask that what is meaning of data, you cannot find the meaning, right? But if someone is giving to A to Z data and ask that, okay, find your name from A to Z data, so then you can make it your name and bring it the letters of your name from those data and combine together. That comes to information. That is the giving the information, means making a data in meaningful form. That is the information. And what is the knowledge? Those information going to be stored, from those information going to be used in the next time for the referencing for the anywhere. For example, your name as using from the child, your childhood to till now, from your university, from anywhere, you're going to just known by the name. That people know your name, that is the knowledge. People get the knowledge from about your name things. So that is the differences, and that type of three types of this data are meaning. So data is making a meaningful, that is the information, and those information going to be used for the references for the long time, that is making the knowledge. things. So data in the machine learning, we have three type of data we use in the machine learning. First, training data, validation data, and testing data. Training data means we had used data and trained to machine. We tell to machine what type of data we have, means we showing the picture of the apple and tell we are teaching to machine this looks like this of the information about the apple looks like a circle, red color, and this the inside of this has this sweetness. So that is the information we trained, we tell to machine. So next time when another apple comes to present front of the computer, that machine, the machine recognize that okay, this is they match this data, apple data, what you are showing present time, real time, and what data they have already trained, they match it together and make the validations. Both are same, both have the similar shape, similar color, similar taste. So these are the similar way they were validating the data. And getting the testing the data means those in new data they are just presenting in the front of camera, they are tested that okay, these are the apple features, these are the sometimes we have the green apple also, so they can just find the okay, that shape is same but colors is different. So they are testing those data and providing the information. So data used in the machine learning things. So that is the machine learning. So data in the machine learning, we have talked about to use testing, validation, and training, validation, and testing. That all this process make it your machine gonna be learn and make it the automations in your machines things. So this is the giving the example of the apple, similar as giving the example about to the another machine learning methods. So this data in the machine learning, so whatever we play current time, whatever we learn, for example anything or any machine going to be trained, so those happening with the because of data, machine making any automations, making any things. For face recognition, one example of the face recognition, when you go to front of face recognition camera, so the camera recognize that is it your face, right? How do you recognize that? Before that, before applying in the application of face recognition way, we had trained, we have tell to machine how my face is looks like, how your faces look like, and the machine when you comes to front of the machine, so with capturing your videos camera to capturing your picture and what they have already trained that picture, they are matching each other and they are validating both are same persons or not, and based on that same persons or not, they had recognized, they can find out the how to be this machine learning is working things. Okay, so that's the way to we are using machine learning in data. Second, we talking about validation. Validation is about to when we face recognition, when machine are matching two faces, one in real time, one is what data we have already provided, already we have given to data. Both things is gonna be matching together, and then they are validating, okay, these both are same, both are the real, both are the same person's picture, both are the looks similar, and then they are allowed to access your things. Same third, testing the data. Testing the data, they have giving to the test data what type of data we have already trained, we already validate, we have to provide to test those things. These are the real data, they are not modified, they are not tempered by the others, by the attackers. So we have to provide those information and those data to the machines to be test our system things. Let's give another one more example related with this data role in the machine learning. Because why I'm focusing on this data in the machine learning things, because all machine learning, everything new technology, machine learning, artificial intelligence, big data, all is related with the data, all is playing with the data. Everything new algorithm, when you talk about to algorithms, then talk about to the new machine learning models, this all is fixed about to the this based on data, all is gonna be happen based on the data, those things. So This machine learning is another example. Like current time, everyone we have the smartphones, right? We have fingerprints, right? Those fingerprints we are putting on the smartphones and giving those things, and then our phone we can be accessed. How they gonna be do that? Because have you remember when you register the phone, when you register your fingerprint in the phone, they asked you to write, give us thumb expression in different way. That side also, this side also, this side also, right? That much thumb expression they asked, that your smartphone asked you giving them. Once you give them, they are saying that okay, this registered. And when you enable thumb expression to accessing the data, so it will using to the data for the accessing, using to those data to be implementing in the system. So once they are both are access, and next time when you're going to be access your phone, they ask you give the thumb expression. When you give the thumb expression, they are matching your thumbs, right? So what is there? When first time you are giving thumb expression, that is the training data. You are trained your mobile phone to be open your mobile phone with your face, your thumb expressions. That is the thumb expressions is called that system thumb expression things. Okay, next we have to using to validation. When your thumb expression is done to be matching to your phone, they are matching to all other way. Maybe sometime your finger is dirty, it's not gonna be recognized, it's not gonna be validate, it's not gonna be matched with your finger with the your smartphone fingers. So it's way they have validate things. That is the validation data. That's called the validation data. Your fingers are validating that you are the legal and you are can be access these things. Next we have to testing the data. Testing the data means those data gonna be test about to your fingerprints is going to be accessed and going to be accept about to the data finding to changing, accepting to the accepting to be data to be your fingerprint is validating. That is all you are tested that your data is they are recognizing your system, your smartphone is legally is correct or not. So they are testing the informations things. So that is the about data in machine learning with the training, validation and testing process things. So this all three process gonna be happen in the done with this process things. So this is the next we're going to talk about to the introduction about big data. So what is the big data? As we already know, this big data has means validation data is used for the frequent evaluation for the model. Therefore, so we are collecting a lot of data from the website, from the internet, from the Google, we're collecting a lot of data. Those data has comes from where? Is coming to store in your system. So is coming from the somewhere that is easily available those information. So they have validation data is used for the frequent evaluation of the model. Thereafter the training data is applied to train the machine learning models. Testing data is used for through under prejudice to the valuation of models. So the data plays on the important roles in the model building and selections, where data has a lot of potential for the organizations looking for a ways to utilize. So some of the important dimensions of the big data are describing in the next slides. So let's see. So these 6 things is topic to talk about to the big data characteristics. These are the big data means what is the features, what the characteristics of big data. So these 6 topics are the characteristics of the big data. First, volume. Volume is huge amount of data. The huge, I use that word huge, that means really huge, means very big data are related. For example, we have in Boston University university has a lot of students, like more than 10,000 students are studying in different departments. And we have already our some students who is all our alumni who is already graduated and they went out. So those informations are going to be stored in volume. That is, the volumes refers to the amount of data an organization or an individual collect and or the generated things. Variety, finding the differences between the data. We make the categorize. Data include the information such as date, amount and time in the structured way, which can easily fit neatly in a relational database things. Velocity is using the frequency of incoming data that is needing to be processed. And veracity is referred to the reliability of data, means how much reliable data we are going to use it things. And fifth, we have to volatility is the refers to the length of the time that this data will be remain and valid and how long it should be the stored, that the called the volatility. We have to the validity, means data in used should be the correct and accurate things, that we have to valid those, we have to real and valid data, we not the fake data which is generated by anyone and can use it. So validity is also very important characteristic of the big data. So that is all about our first session. We have talked about this till big data, what is the data role of data in the machine learning and what is the big data things. So that's all in the session 1. Thank you.